Welcome back to the range, operators. We are standing right now in a narrow window of opportunity, and if you haven't been paying attention to the global supply chain volatility, the aggressive political rhetoric, and the inevitable monetary devaluation, you need to wake up. The period of peace in the firearms market is officially over. This isn't about fear-mongering. This is a cold, calculated logistical analysis of how to secure your defensive capability and retain asset value before the market inverts. We see this cycle every few years. Legislative pressure, a massive influx of new owners draining inventory, and transportation bottlenecks that send MSRP straight into the stratosphere. If you are sitting on the fence, waiting for prices to drop, you will be paying a massive premium, an ignorance tax that should have been spent on training ammunition, quality optics, or ballistic plates. The difference between a prepared operator and a market victim will be the speed of action in the coming months. We are looking at a blend of rock-solid, proven platforms that are logistical cornerstones and the latest innovations from SHOT Show 2026 that redefine performance. We're cutting through the marketing noise to dissect the metallurgy, the gas systems, and the harsh operational truths you need to know. Secure these platforms now, because come mid-2026, the shelves will be bare and the prices will be astronomical. If you don't have a Glock 19 in your safe, you are missing the foundational piece of the modern defensive era. It is the gold standard against which every other service pistol is measured, and that measurement is based on one thing: operational boredom. The Gen 5 MOS takes that legendary reliability and finally gives us the modularity we've been demanding. By deleting the polarizing finger grooves that alienated half the user base, Glock made this frame adaptable to a much wider variety of hand sizes, facilitating a higher, more natural grip that drastically aids in recoil management and muzzle flip control. The technical updates are subtle but significant for the engineer. We are looking at the NDLC, or diamond-like carbon finish on the slide, an ion-bonded coating that provides superior corrosion resistance and, critically, reduces friction during the cycling process. Internally, the Marksman barrel features improved polygonal rifling and a modified crown, which, while marginally helping accuracy, let's be honest, the gun's precision still far exceeds the capability of 99% of shooters. The dual-captured recoil spring ensures prolonged service life and smoother impact absorption, protecting the polymer frame from premature wear. Now, let's talk logistics and the hard truth about the MOS system. Modular means you can mount almost any red dot, but here's the controversy. Do yourself a favor and immediately throw the factory adapter plates in the trash. They are the structural weak point, prone to bending or breaking under intense use. Invest in high-quality aftermarket steel plates, such as those from Forward Control's design. And for the love of God, replace those factory plastic sights on day one. They are nothing more than cheap placeholders that will deform with the first serious impact. In terms of parts wear, you can run a 19 for 10,000 rounds and perhaps only need to swap a recoil spring. It is a loose tolerance machine, designed to eat any garbage ammunition you find in a shortage scenario. With the market expected to tighten in 2026, the 19 will be the first to disappear from store shelves because every new owner wants one. It is a boringly consistent tool that simply works in every environment, and its value retention is unsurpassed. In an uncertain world, the ubiquity of Glock parts and magazines is a strategic advantage you cannot afford to ignore. The SIG P365 X Macro didn't just join the concealed carry conversation, it ended it and locked the door. SIG managed to stuff 17 rounds into a magazine while maintaining a grip width that is barely 1 inch thick, defying the laws of conventional geometry. But the real technical achievement here, the pièce de résistance, is the integrated expansion chamber. The slide itself acts as a compensator without adding extra moving parts or threads that can loosen up. By bleeding muzzle gases upward, it reduces muzzle flip by approximately 25%, allowing this subcompact to shoot with the flat characteristics of a much larger duty weapon. This platform is a masterclass in modularity. The serialized part is actually the stainless steel fire control unit, or FCU, which means the firearm legally is just a small internal chassis. You can swap frames, slides, and calibers at will without needing another background check, adapting the gun to your attire or mission of the day. The slide is finished in nitron for maximum corrosion resistance against the salt and humidity inherent in daily appendix carry. However, you must keep an eye on the magazines and the sights, as SIG has had quality control issues with rust on those specific components. On the range, you will notice the flat-faced trigger brakes at a clean 90 degrees, which is a massive factor in maintaining accuracy during high-stress defensive drills, where fine motor skills degrade. It comes out of the box with X-ray 3-day-night sights and is optic-ready with the Shield RMSC footprint, allowing direct mounting of micro-optics without bulky plates. While the magazines are a painful investment, typically hovering around $50 or more, having 17+1 capacity in such a slim package is a technological marvel that fundamentally changes the risk equation. By the time 2026 is in full swing, the X Macro will be the gold standard everyone is scrambling to find on the secondary market. It represents the perfect balance of concealability and overwhelming firepower. When you enter the world of professional-grade AR-15 platforms that are ready to go straight from the box into combat, BCM, Bravo Company Manufacturing, is the name that sits atop the mountain for the men who truly use their gear for a living. The Recce 14 is not some flashy safe queen decorated with anodized red accents for the showroom floor. It is an unapologetic, service-grade fighting rifle built for harsh use environments, where a malfunction is not just an inconvenience, it is a liability. At the core of its legendary reliability is the mid-length gas system. Unlike a standard carbine length system that hammers the bolt carrier group with a violent high-pressure gas peak while the casing is still expanded, the mid-length system extends that pressure curve. This translates into a significantly softer recoil impulse and less violent extraction, and most importantly, it reduces the cyclic speed of the internals. This means less battering on your cam pin, bolt lugs, and extractor, giving the rifle a much longer service life before you see any catastrophic parts failure. It is applied physics for longevity. The technical specifications are equally impressive and brook no shortcuts. You are looking at forged 707 5T6 aluminum receivers and a Carpenter 158 steel bolt that has been high-pressure tested and magnetically particle inspected, or HPT and MPI, individually to ensure there are zero microscopic fractures in the metal. The barrel is a masterpiece of durability, with a manganese phosphate finish and a heavy chrome lining that exceeds military specifications, capable of handling the throat erosion caused by high-volume fire strings and hot ammunition. Equipped with BCM gunfighter furniture, the rifle offers a more vertical grip angle that aligns perfectly with modern, squared-up shooting stances, reducing wrist fatigue during long training days or patrol. BCM's quality control is obsessive. Every rifle is assembled with an attention to detail that budget brands simply cannot match. As we move toward 2026, a factory-built BCM is not just a rifle. It is a life insurance policy that holds its value better than any home-built construction ever could. When parts become scarce, you want a rifle that doesn't need constant repairs. This is the definition of operational assurance. The Zastava M70 is the heavy-duty overbuilt workhorse of the AK-47 world. While most standard AKs use a 1mm stamped receiver that can flex under extreme heat, Zastava builds the M70 on a much more robust 1.5mm receiver and includes an RPK-style bulged trunnion. This extra steel isn't just for weight. It provides a rigid foundation that resists receiver flex during sustained rapid fire and helps dissipate the massive heat generated by the 7.62 by 39 round. It is a Serbian tank designed for trench warfare. The operating heart is the classic long-stroke gas piston system, world famous for its ability to chew through the dirtiest, varnished, steel-cased ammunition you can find without needing a drop of oil. Zastava goes the extra mile by including a cold hammer-forged and chrome-lined barrel. This is absolutely essential for protecting your rifling against the corrosive salts often found in cheap Eastern Bloc surplus ammunition. Without the chrome, a barrel shooting corrosive ammo would pit and ruin itself in a matter of days if not obsessively cleaned. With the chrome, you have a massive margin for error. Because this is a Yugo pattern rifle, the furniture and side mounts are unique and not compatible with standard AKMS, which used to be a problem. However, the aftermarket support for Zastava has exploded recently, so you'll have no trouble finding M-lock rails, folding stocks, or modern optic adapters. It's a platform that has matured on the range. That extra weight from the receiver and the bulged trunnion works in your favor by taming the blunt recoil of the .30 caliber round, making this one of the most controllable and smooth AKs on the market. It is a buy-one-and-done rifle, a piece of steel that is engineered to outlive the collapse of civilization and the person pulling the trigger. In the current climate of 2026, where import bans can happen with the stroke of a presidential pen, securing an authentic Zastava is one of the smartest logistical maneuvers a shooter can make. When imports shut down, these rifles will become unattainable relics. If there is one bucket list firearm for every serious collector and tactical enthusiast in the Americas, it is the HK-SP5. This is the genuine civilian legal version of the legendary MP5 submachine gun. And let me tell you something clearly. No clone on the market, whether Turkish or American, can truly replicate the soul, the metallurgy, and the reliability of this German masterpiece. The heart of this platform is the roller-delayed blowback system. Technically, this is one of the most sophisticated operating systems ever put into a small arm. Instead of a heavy bolt slamming backward, two rollers mechanically delay the chamber opening until pressures have dropped to a safe level. The result of this engineering is that the SP5 is the single smoothest shooting 9mm platform in existence. When you are on the range, the recoil impulse is not a sharp snap. It is a soft, fluid push, allowing you to maintain the muzzle completely flat during the fastest strings of fire you can manage. The accuracy is surgical thanks to its cold hammer-forged barrel with the famous HK polygonal rifling. The construction is old-school excellence, a stamped steel receiver finished in an iconic thick black paint over a phosphate base, designed to survive the harshest maritime environments and military abuse. While it lacks a last round bolt hold open, an anachronistic reminder of its 1960s heritage, it compensates with the most satisfying manual of arms in the gun world, the HK slap. Locking that charging handle back and smacking it down to send the bolt home is not just a reload, it is a rite of passage. A tactile experience no other firearm offers. From a technical maintenance standpoint, you will want to monitor your bolt gap using a feeler gauge to ensure the rollers are locking up perfectly, as the gun wears over tens of thousands of rounds. It comes with the traditional drum sights, though you will likely want to acquire a claw mount for a modern red dot. As we look toward 2026, the SP5 is a high-risk, high-reward asset. Because it is a German import, it is incredibly sensitive to the political climate and bans by decree. If the supply chain chokes, these could easily become $6,000 plus guns overnight. It is not just an expense, it is an investment in military history that you can actually take to the field and enjoy. Long-range precision just got substantially lighter. The Ruger SFAR in 6.5 Creedmoor breaks the mold of heavy AR-10 platforms, tipping the scales at just 7.2 pounds without optics. This weight reduction is critical for anyone operating outside of a fixed position, reducing fatigue during extended carry or dynamic movement. That 20-inch cold hammer-forged barrel features 5R rifling, a geometry known to minimize copper fouling while maximizing accuracy downrange, giving you tighter groups further out. The rifle-length direct gas system is key to keeping the recoil impulse manageable, spreading the pressure curve over a longer distance, which is essential when launching a 6.5 Creedmoor cartridge. The 2-port boomer brake further helps tame muzzle rise during rapid strings, allowing quick recovery for follow-up shots on distant targets. What truly sets this platform apart from other lightweight AR-10s is the Elite 452 trigger, which breaks cleanly at 3.5 pounds with a crisp 2-stage pull that encourages precise shot placement. Having a factory trigger this good saves the operator significant time and money on aftermarket upgrades. The forged 7075 T6 aluminum upper houses a chrome-lined 862 steel bolt carrier with twin ejectors, ensuring reliable function even when conditions get dirty or you're running high-pressure hunting loads. The 15-inch M-LOK handguard provides ample real estate for accessories like bipods or thermal optics, while QD sockets on both the handguard and Magpul SL stock. Subcompact carry guns often force a major sacrifice in shootability for the sake of concealability. The CR920 XL challenges that compromise by integrating next-generation internal slide geometry that produces a surprisingly smooth and flat recoil impulse, feeling more like a compact than a Micro 9. That true 4.2-inch match-grade barrel stretches the sight radius, aiding in precision, while maintaining a slim 0.86-inch width that truly disappears under a tucked-in shirt or light cover garment. The weight-optimized slide features strategic window cuts and a patented multi-footprint optic cut, allowing shooters to mount their preferred micro red dot without the bulk or complication of adapter plates. This direct mounting capability is non-negotiable for low-profile carry. Aggressive wraparound texturing ensures confident purchase during high-stress situations, providing crucial traction even with sweaty or gloved hands. The flat-face trigger delivers a consistent 4.5 to 5.0 pound pull with a tactile reset that encourages speed. Shadow Systems engineered this pistol to handle weak ammunition in adverse conditions without hiccups, making it ideal for those who cannot afford malfunctions when their life depends on it. The nitride finish on both the slide and barrel provides robust corrosion resistance, and the bronze TICN barrel coating adds another layer of protection and lubricity. At just 19.5 ounces unloaded, the CR920 XL won't weigh down your belt throughout a long day of carry. Full 10+1 capacity means no compromise in firepower for its size, and the included accessory rail opens the door for weapon light integration. Clint Smith knows shotguns, and this Thunder Ranch collaboration shows his expertise by adding modern, operational touches to the field-proven Mossberg 590 design. The 590 platform has dominated law enforcement and home defense for decades, known for its rugged durability. This special edition adds a crucial feature, an optic-ready receiver that accepts today's red dots without modifications, allowing for fast, precise targeting beyond traditional bead sights. Fiber optic front sights provide fast target acquisition in varied lighting conditions as a capable backup system. The Patriot Brown Cerakote finish covers both the barrel and receiver, offering superior corrosion resistance compared to traditional bluing, a vital upgrade for a tool that may see harsh weather or long-term storage. At 18.5 inches, the barrel length perfectly balances maneuverability for interior work with adequate velocity, and the cylinder bore choke maximizes pellet spread for close-quarters work. The synthetic compact stock features an adjustable length of pull, moving from 12 inches to 13 inches, accommodating different body types, heavy gear, or thick winter clothing. That 6+1 capacity through the tube magazine provides ample firepower for most defensive scenarios. Mossberg's legendary reliability shines through with their dual extractors and anti-jam elevator, ensuring the action cycles smoothly, even when short-stroked under stress. The pump-action mechanism gives shooters complete control over cycling speed, and the tang safety falls naturally under the thumb for intuitive operation. Max Michel's competition DNA flows through every aspect of this crossover pistol, blending race gun performance with duty-grade reliability. The defining feature is the slide-integrated 2-port compensator, which strategically redirects gas upward, effectively flattening the muzzle during rapid fire without adding length or requiring aftermarket modifications that might compromise reliability. This integral design means better balance and less complexity. The matte black DLC slide finish resists wear and corrosion, while Max ML engraving and enhanced serrations add both style and function, ensuring positive slide manipulation under duress. Springer precision components elevate the controls beyond standard P320 specifications, with their magazine catch offering positive tactile releases that are critical under stress when motor skills are degraded. The full-length X Series polymer grip module integrates both a removable magwell and a grip weight, allowing shooters to tune the balance and reload speed to their specific preferences, a level of customization usually reserved for competition rigs. Hogg's Heavy Grip Max Michel Edition Raptor grip tape comes included, providing aggressive traction without being punishing during extended range sessions. X-ray 3-day-night sights ensure visibility regardless of ambient light. Performance Center Engineering elevates the Shield X with their Carry Comp variant, creating a highly effective micro-compact designed for maximum shootability under concealment. That strategically designed power port diverts gas upward, reducing felt recoil and crucially helping the shooter stay on target during rapid strings of fire. The 3.6-inch fluted ported barrel with a 1-to-10 twist and armor night finish maximizes velocity while keeping the package highly concealable. A key innovation is the clear sight cut technology, which diverts gases away from the optic, maintaining an unobstructed sight picture when running suppressor height irons or a red dot. A common issue with ported slides. The stainless steel ported slide features aggressive front and rear serrations for positive manipulation even with wet or gloved hands. RMS, C, or K optic compatibility opens the door for micro red dot integration, while the included Trooper Lumi, green front sight, and blacked out serrated rear provide capable backup sights. The slim textured grip with front and rear traction ensures confident purchase without being harsh on the skin during extended carry. That flat-faced trigger with a crisp reset encourages accurate shot placement, and the frame-mounted rail accepts compact weapon lights. At 20.6 ounces loaded with the 13-round magazine, the weight stays manageable for all-day carry. Including both 13 and 15-round magazines gives flexibility between ultimate concealability and maximum capacity. The micro-compact dimensions measure 6.87 inches long, 4.9 inches tall, and just 0.9 inches wide. The reliance on the trigger safety and internal mechanisms, with no external manual safety, keeps the draw stroke simple and fast under pressure. This pistol is engineered for the serious concealed carrier who demands the terminal performance of a full-sized gun with the footprint of a micro-compact, leveraging porting technology to achieve an unparalleled balance of size and shootability. All right, gentlemen, that is the definitive list, unfiltered and ruthless, to survive the market inversion of 2026. If you've been sitting on the fence waiting for the perfect moment to buy, you need to understand that fantasy is dead. The window of opportunity is closing rapidly. The technical takeaway is simple. Focus on platforms with established track records, combat-proven engineering, and deep parts availability. Whether you lean toward the overbuilt Serbian steel of the Zastava or the high-speed precision of the SIG P320 Mod Max, these are the tools that will withstand the test of time, abuse, and market volatility. Identify the critical gaps in your current arsenal now, whether it's a dedicated rimfire trainer for cheap repetitions or a heavy-duty rifle for perimeter defense, and initiate your search today, but not tomorrow. Stay armed, stay informed.